Hello everyone, it's me, Union Reviews here, and today I'm going to review my idea for a tokusatsu show, which takes a lot of inspiration from Ultraman and Kamen Rider. So let's get into it. Da-da-da-da! Ultra Rider, which, yeah, I know, bit of a lazy name, but it's the best I could come up with. And I have thought of 10 whole seasons full of. Basically, these would be like the main riders, and then a bonus section that I'll talk about later. So first, let's go over the Season 1 stuff. So first off, here is the Changer of our main hero, the Scarlet Changer. And here is Ultra Rider Scarlet, and his base Hunter form. So the gimmick, or basically the gimmick of the series, would be the power capsules, which are these little tiny capsule things that basically would go into the changer. And yeah. Next up, we have Season 2, Ultra Rider Cyber. And we have the Evo Changer, short for Evolution. And then we have Ultra Rider Cyber, and his first form, Blizzard, which uses a data key. Basically, it's a key that can flip. Like, I don't really show it here, but it has a flip-out gimmick, much like the Gokai keys from Gokaiger. Next up, we have Season 3, which it's a bit of a name change. I don't know whether I want to keep the original name or change it to not, but we have Ultra Rider 3, Season 3, Medallion, which I'm thinking of changing. We have next up, we have the Phantom Changer. Then next, we have Ultra Rider Mobian, who looks kind of like a villain, but it's his whole aesthetic. He looks like a villain, but he's actually the main character. And here we have the Medallions, where we get a closer look at his face, basically. And then next up we have Season 4, Ultra Rider GT. With the GT Slasher, the first one of these to not be called the Changer. The Rider card, which is basically a card with an Ultra Rider on it. And then we have our main character, Ultra Rider Knight, who has a sword. Then next up we have Season 5, Ultra Rider Kronos. Right here, we have the Time Changer, going back to Changer. Then we have Ultra Rider Kronos, who is supposed to be female. I don't make it explicitly clear here, but yeah, the writer is meant to be female. And then the Ultra Gear, which, yeah, I'm just going to say it. I'm directly ripping off Kira Major. No, wait, not Kira Major. Zenkaiger, right. Why did I think? Anyways, Zenkaiger. And also Dawn Brothers to a certain degree. Yeah. Then next we have Ultra Rider Crystal, Season 6. And Ultra Rider Geode. And I'll look at her gimmick right about here. So yeah, her whole gimmick is crystals. This is a separate page because, well, I screwed up and accidentally did some stuff. So yeah, that's her crystal. Ultra Rider Omega, aka Season 7. Here we have the Changer, which this does have a name. It's the Pantheon Changer. I just don't know how to spell Pantheon, okay? Okay, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no insults in the comments, alright? Or I will delete those comments. Anyways, here it is. This is kind of like a sub-gimmick. Basically, you insert it into this area, the handle. Sorry about that, family. So yeah, this would go in here to determine which rider's using it. This is the one for the main rider, Omega. And then the gimmicks are the tokens, which basically take after a Greek god or demigod from Norse, Greek, and Egyptian. And depending on which one it is, it'll change color. These are ones from Greek. They're supposed to be bronze. Don't mind that. So we have Hercules and Atlas, and you combine the two together, in the Pantheon Changer. And then here we have Ultra Rider Omega, who is meant to look buff. Here he is. Next we have Season 8, Ultra Rider Over. Here is the Game Changer, which is one of the funniest puns ever. Basically, it's a gun/sword that turns into a game controller. So here we have the main gimmick, which is the G-Chips. I might rename them later. Basically, they're like game cartridges. And the one that our main rider uses is the Double X Shot. Here is Ultra Rider Over himself. Right there with a cape. Next up, we have Ultra Rider Remix. I'm not too settled on the name. Might come up with something different. Season 9. And Ultra Rider Azrael. Basically, he uses cards again and oh dang it, wait a minute. Alright, so here's the Changer, which kind of looks like a sonic screwdriver, maybe. And then here we have the Legend cards, which basically depict Ultraman. And this guy combines the power of 2 Ultra Riders to merge. And the cards he uses right here are a character that we will see later in bonuses. I'll talk about more about him later. And Knight. Here he is. Ultra Rider Azrael. And then lastly, we have the final 3. We have Ultra Rider Heroes, Season 10. And the Story Changer, right here. Wait, it's a belt, just in case you didn't notice. Here is the gimmick, which is basically like the Wonder Ride books from Saber. The Zenith Memory, name patent pending. And then here we have our main rider, Ultra Rider Utopian. By the way, the name of the story that he's using right here, it would be called something Captain Utopia or something. So yeah, there he is. Next up we have Season 11, Ultra Rider Wizard. And his changer right there, which doesn't really have a name. And Ultra Rider Magician right there. So yeah, it has a light blue look. Which, yeah, his gimmick is, he basically uses rings to change forms, but he doesn't use one to access his main form, so that's why it's not written down here. But yeah, he would use rings to change into his other forms. And then lastly, we have Ultra Rider Spin, Season 12. Here's the changer, and here is the disc. Basically, the Golden Shield disc. And then here we have Ultra Rider Spiral, who is not a villain despite his visor. Basically, the only reason why I drew his visor like that was because I wanted something different. And, yeah, I made it different. And, yeah, I really like how Spiral came out. He's one of the best riders I ever drew. And now, let's head to the bonuses. I present the evil riders of the series, because there is an evil rider for the Ultra Rider series, but evil's just a, but yeah, I just use Dark Rider as a genuine turn, as not all of them are evil, some just acted like a rival character. So yeah, I only have the ones for the first 3 seasons drawn, so yeah, let's get into it. So first for Season 1, here we have the Dark Changer, which is a modified version of the Scarlet Changer, and here we have the guy from the card earlier, Belial. Ultra Rider Belial. And here is his power capsule. And then for Season 2, we have Ultra Rider Arachne, who is more of a rival and uses the Arachne data key. Uses the same changer though, which is why there's not one illustrated up here. And lastly, for Season 3, we have Ultra Rider Captain, where he uses the Doubloon Changer, who looks more like a Hero Rider. Basically, an aesthetic that I wanted to go for is that most Dark Riders have 2 separate eyes on their costume, while the Ultra Riders have a united visor. The only few that break this trend are Mobian and Captain, where Captain looks more like the good guy, whereas Mobian looks like the villain, but the roles are swapped. He might end up being the main villain of the series, haven't decided on that. But yeah, his medals look like doubloons right here. So here we have the Captain medal. Very proud of this. And like I said, the Doubloon Changer, which is a giant steering wheel, which may have been inspired by 2 Kaiser. But yeah. And there we go. That is my idea for a Tokusatsu series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And yeah, this is Union Reviews. See y'all next time.